we're going to have a look at the basic kind of grab around the head. First of all, right, we don't want somebody to grab us around the head. So being able to avoid that situation is kind of the first defense against somebody doing a headlock. Letting somebody get this close to you to get the headlock is the first priority, okay? But if I'm in this position over here and I'm to the side over here, okay, what Jason can do is he can put his head right here on my chest and lift his shoulders up, cool? And at that point there, I won't be able to get that headlock. Now, you think this is magic. This is actually not magic. He just lifts his shoulders up and tucks his head right here into my chest here, right? And as I try and come in here, it's immediately out of the headlock. The only thing that you kind of struggle with here is your ears. Like, that's pretty minor, okay? So in this position over here, you can see you're pretty much out straight away. So turtle and tuck your head in. It's early enough to know that something's coming. You tuck your head in, you use your shoulders, and you're getting yourself to a different position to be able to do things to the other person. The headlock itself, right, once it's on, right, that lift your shoulders up and pull your head out stuff stops working, right, because it's now wrapped into a nice comfortable position where I've got some good control over him right there. So this is actually already the side headlock, okay, so this is the side headlock. Jason's got to figure out at this point whether or not I'm going to punch him in the head or I'm not going to punch him in the head. He doesn't know. There's no way to know, right, he can't read my mind. So he always has to assume that somebody is going to punch the other person in the head, okay? And so he's doing exactly the right thing. He's making contact with the other arm that if it's a punch one, it's there. If it's a non-punch one, it's there. For the next two escapes, which is basically from the headlock, right? You're going to take that hand and you're going to place it on top and control. Here we go, right here, right? Stay in there. See, I'm not making that easy for him in here. So he's going to push that open, push it open, dig that hand in, right there. Cool. At this point here, he puts his body against me and he stands up straight to open up the gap. And then it's easy from there for him to escape out the corner. The key point here is actually, as I'm in this position over here, and I've got this here, is I want my body to be turned in here. Because he's still got this headlock on. And so I'm using my entire body to open him up. That part there is very important because it turns the elbow into the shape here, which is a weakness, obviously. Mistakes have happened for this to happen. Okay? But I've got to hear, he doesn't panic. He knows that the biggest risk right now is one of two things. And the first one of those is actually getting hit. So he places his hand on top of my arm to stop me from hitting. Now, if I'm significantly bigger and it's hard for him to get his arms in, right, try and dig that in, and I'm stopping that from happening, he's fine at this point. He's got good control. He might try and push it with his hands, but I might go, actually, I'm not getting what I want here. So I'm going to hit him. As I try and hit him, his access to that is immediately open, and he pulls that into the hips. Okay? If I try and hit him with everything I've got, ain't going to happen. At this point, he can do what he wants. So he can pluck the cherries, boom, grab a hold of them, he can strike me in there, he can do whatever he wants to, but he needs to face me. If he faces away from me, so this way, then I get something back. Jason can feel it that I'm about to escape. Right? If he faces towards me, I don't have the escape that I had. And any escape that I do to try and do something like this, he's actually going to get a better position on me. You're buying your safety with this hand. That's all you're doing. You're just covering that. If you can't dig that hand in, that's fine. You can reach over the top of it and just hold it for a little while. Just give it a cuddle. I'll pinch my skin, it's also positive. Yeah? So you can do that for a little while. At some point, I'm going to realize that I'm not doing anything here. So I'm going to try and hit him, and there's the trap. Right? The trap's in. I've got nothing now. Right? He's got everything. He can do whatever he wants to. He's going to improve his position to where I was before.